I get so caught up in the middle, thinking of drowning in those blue eyes. I'm losing sight 'cause I am
falling. Good morning. Oh, what a morning. Last night there were 2 power surges, so a blackout, but the power came on like within a half a second afterwards, but it turned my son's nightlight off. It's on a very low dim, so he woke up twice, a little bit scared to turn it back on. Little misses the night light when you turn the power cut and the power came back on. Hers was like bright mode, so she woke up twice thinking it was time to get up. So I'm very tired, and then the past 3 nights our dog has actually been a bit sick and she's woken up like 4 to 5 times throughout the night to go outside. And where we are, where we're renting, we do not have a dog door, so we have to get up to let her out. It's a bit tired today. I think my kids are tired too. So we're kind of doing a house day. We've done swimming. I've gone to the post office this morning. I've gone to the PO box this morning. And I'm kind of just letting them do their thing. My son is doing some reading eggs. Little Miss collected the junk mail with me and she sat there for half an hour reading it. And there's a beautiful pile of rubbish down there. And I opened up the cupboard to put a tissue box away. You guys are sitting in a cupboard. And I opened the cupboard and everything just started like, I don't even know when we use stuff in this basket. So I was like, okay, well if the kids are having that kind of a day, I'm gonna have this kind of a day and do a bit of a clean. I have been going around probably every 3 or 4 weeks and I'm culling things and I'm being pretty ruthless. Would you like some help? Okay. Did you have swimming today? Yeah. Tell them how you done at swimming.
I got swimming.
Did you have good swimming?
Yeah.
Did you kick and paddle?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. Thank you, Mummy. You're welcome. What was I saying? Yeah, so we are planning to move. Our renovations are going to start probably mid-January. I'm going to plan to move in around February. So I'm trying to just, you know, this basket in all reality will end up going in a box. I'll take it to the house. It'll sit in this basket when I unload it from the box and I won't go through it for some time. So I'm actually making the effort to go through things now, so when we move in, and we're doing a very slow approach at moving in, which is probably a good thing, I can go through and just clean out all the crap that I mean, this is still in its packet. It belongs to my camera. It should be in the camera bag, you know, just stuff like that. So I'm gonna do a lot of cleaning today. I've also got a table full of washing to fold and just the usual cleaning of a house.
Mommy, I think it's like that.
Okay, are you okay?
Yeah.
I think she has the hiccups. I would also like to cook something today. I don't know what. I'm actually really tired. Dinner is simple tonight. I think we're gonna have tacos and
Mermaid's sick.
Mermaid's not sick anymore? Are you mermaid today? You got the hiccups. It's taco. I didn't. You got the hiccups. You'll be okay. I just need to get my hair done. We're saying dinner tonight. Taco mince was cooked the other night and put in the freezer. I'm just gonna put some taco shells on some wraps and a bit of a salad spread, and that can be dinner for tonight. I might even take out some of the pulled pork or the Chinese pulled pork I made the other week, and we can do like a bit of a spread. See how we go. Either way, I know I'm gonna crash this afternoon. I don't really planning like a big dinner, but I feel like cooking something, so we'll see how we go. I'm gonna clean this cupboard out. So I'm gonna clean out this cabinet and then probably just do a tidy up of the house. This one here is now refusing her 1-day nap, and she actually really needs it some days. So
like that.
She's refusing day naps, and some days we really need the nap just for my sanity and to give my son a break, and she's just flat out refusing. for the past probably 2 weeks have been great, to the point where there's been some days where I'm like, we go out for the morning and I'll plan it so that when we drive home, it's when she's due for a nap and she'll fall asleep. She is just being extremely strong-willed, and the no nap thing. It's intense.
The sun's going down as I try to make my way through the crowd. Feeling alive, I love being by your side, it makes me shine. We got one summer, so let's make it count. You make me feel like everything's alright. Let's dance our problems away in the...
Okay, not like you saw before, but this is just... I'm actually looking forward to designing a charging station. So I charge 2 cameras, the kids have got headphones, iPads, a lot of my son's like toys aren't battery operated, you charge them. I've got a printer, I'm gonna get an Apple Watch soon, so I want someone to charge that. I've got my phone, my husband's phone. There's a lot of devices we need to charge. So at the moment I'm kind of using this up here. The kids' iPads go in here, these are their headphones that we charge up. They hardly ever use the headphones. But I want to try and get a charging station done up in the new house that we're renovating. So a cabinet that's got like all the points in along it where you can just lay iPads down or stack them up and plug them in to charge. So I'm trying to come up with some planning ideas for that. If you have a home that has something like what I'm talking about in it, let me know. I'm trying to figure out where to put it, how to have it. I don't know, I'm trying to get my head around it, but at the moment this is what we're sort of using here. This is just a cabinet that is just kind of like a console in the middle of the house that kind of separates, like the kitchen's behind here, that's the lounge room there, and that's the kitchen just in there. So it's kind of like a bit of a narrow cabinet that if we didn't have children would probably become like an alcohol cabinet, I'm guessing, but for us it's our electronics. I wonder if I should share it in this video. I bought a couple of items from Kmart the other day, kind of to test out and kind of because I needed them. I'm only saying that because I've come across my window cleaner. I might do a bit of a show and share of what I've purchased, along with like a random pair of shoes I purchased, but I've actually added this detailing on. I am going to do one of those Instagram reels and show you how simple this was to a really snazzy pair of cheap Kmart shoes, and these are actually really comfy for walking in, or even for like a pair of denim shorts for casual weekend wear. So I might show you guys once I've done a bit of a clean up, because I need to do like a bit of a clean up, what I've purchased and what my thoughts are on it. I am actually going to do another video too. I've got a bunch of stuff I have ordered and either delivered or still being delivered, please don't mind my hair today, from eBay. And I have done eBay videos before and I think you guys really enjoyed it, and it's been a long time, again, because I'm trying not to spend money on things impulsively. Hence why you would not have seen many things purchased from Kmart, because I understand Kmart is cheap and it can be really good for things, but I've really questioned, do I need it? And a lot of the times is I don't, which is great because I've actually put that money in towards the renovations or other things there. So when that comes on, I'm going to share it with you. And I'm actually being super lazy today. What I'm doing with my cleaning, so this is the unit I've just cleaned here. Anything that didn't belong on here has been dumped there. Anything that doesn't belong in here, I'm going to dump there. I find this works really well when my kids are having like quiet time and we just need to slow it down for the day. I basically litter my whole entire kitchen bench with the stuff that doesn't belong, and by the time they've had their lunch, they're resting, which we're about to do lunch, I then potter and can sit up here and watch them while I put things away. It might seem like a double handling, but it kind of just works. This is a bunch, that's my husband's iPod. Do we use iPods anymore? These are a bunch of cords that I need to ask my husband to say, what do they even go with? I've plugged in all the appliances that we need. I don't think we need these things. And I'm happy to throw them out, donate them to a electrical store. I'm not too sure what to do with them, but I don't think we need them. forest eyes at the moment. They're like really dry, but it is super windy outside, so that might explain something. Like super windy to the point I had to say to the kids, we can't play outside anymore. But on the couch, I'm trying to get down for a nap. Little man was playing marbles and he just asked to watch some TV for quiet time. This is how my kitchen bench is looking, which is fine because it means that everything else in my house is pretty. I need to vacuum, that's going to get done like this afternoon. Washing, I've got to get sorted, but everything else is kind of like set and sorted, so I can just potter around up here. I was gonna make some sourdough today, but I think it's gonna start too late and I've lost the energy, so I think I'm gonna feed that and then we can just revisit it tomorrow. This is how windy it is. We're gonna calm down now. These are 2 corns. Yes, I have corn growing in a pot because we put some food scraps in the pots every now and then, just for like compost and to richen up the soil. And obviously we had 2 corn cobs that we put in there a while ago, and these have sprouted out. And they're I'm actually standing inside, it's too cold to be outside. These are my spring onions. They all flowered, so I pulled the tops off all by one and I've just put them into the pot down there. That one's got tomatoes, and the one in the corner down in there has actually got capsicum, but they're not growing very well. And I lost all of my mint. It just gets really hot on this deck. Like the deck's black and it gets really hot out there, and I don't have it anywhere else where I can really do my herb garden. But when we move, I'll have a nice big place to do all my fruit, veg, herbs. Can't wait. I have found something to cook. This was in the fridge. It's still got 3 days before I need to either eat it or freeze it. So I'm going to cook it. This is the chuck casserole steaks I got in my latest grocery haul video. And I want to kind of slowly cook it with some kind of seasoning to use as like a shredded beef. This was on sale, so it was actually quite cost effective to buy it this way, and because it's quite thin cut, it'd be a bit quicker to cook. So I'm going to take them out and put them in my pot. I've got the wrong tripod. Let's just see if this is going to stay still. The whole thing will come crashing down otherwise. I'm hoping you can hear me. My kids they're not asleep, they're having quiet time. I'm hoping they fall asleep, at least little miss. Highly unlikely. Okay, put that onto a low heat. I need to find some spices or seasonings to go onto here. I have taken out dinner tonight, so this is some pre-cooked and seasoned taco mince. Let's just see what I can find to marinate in here. I ended up keeping it really simple. Salt, a lot of pepper, and some garlic and olive oil. I've got that on a really low temp, as low as I can go. I think my pepper shaker is broken. It didn't work the other day and I've replaced all the batteries and it doesn't come out. It's meant to be electric and they're not that old. That really sucks. So something's happened to it. So I actually just used my mortar and pestle and grinded up some pepper, corns, and put it in there, and that can just slowly simmer and marinate away. I know it's not very thick pieces of meat, so I'll check it probably in the next 30 minutes and see how it's going. I just want it to kind of like become shredded and pull apart, and then what I'm going to do with that, who knows, maybe we could use it tonight in the tacos. Maybe I can use that as like shredded beef enchiladas. I don't know, but it needs to get cooked and then I can either dish it up or freeze it.
I will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark. I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. out all of the fire if it gets too dark.
Okay, my kids are having afternoon tea and I've just pulled out a couple of things I've been wanting to do this week. And they're from Kmart, so I thought I would do my little mini. It's only a couple of things I've bought because I was very realistic. I went there and found a lot of things I wanted. Should bring you up here. I found a lot of things I wanted, but I don't need, and I'm not going to purchase things in the hope they fit our next home. All that because they were so cheap, I'll just buy them. I didn't want to do that. So the first thing I purchased was this here. I wanted a squeegee, like a window cleaner, mainly for our bathroom, and the kids have got, if you've got young kids, you know what your windows and your glass doors probably look like. So I wanted something to clean it, and this one kind of looked really cool. It's like a spray nozzle, so you fill it with your solution, and this is just my homemade solution here. I do have a YouTube video on my cleaning products, homemade cleaning products. But in here, water, white vinegar, some essential oils, and some dishwashing liquid to make my window cleaner. The other window cleaner I use, believe it or not, is a little drop of toothpaste and water, and I mix it around to give it like a liquidy form, and I use that to clean as well. Very safe for children. So it's got like the cleaning brush. You spray, wash the window, and then you wipe it down. However, this thing here still bleeds black, so the black rubber part. I've tried washing it a few times under the water to remove any of the black residue, but it just sort of keeps coming out. And if I'm turning, so sometimes I clean my windows and I sort of go like around. This here is not leak proof, so it's great to use up and down. But if I'm going in like a roundward motion and I'm tipping this, the liquid in here does tip out. So I don't love it. I did see one that is just the squeegee on eBay, and I'm doing a huge eBay haul. I think I've spent like $300 or $500. I'm just trying to convince myself, do I need a couple of things or not? And I've got a squeegee brush sitting in there, but it's just the squeezy one. It's a stainless steel squeegee one, which ideally would be for the showers. So look, I think I'm going to go back to the old-fashioned one where I spray my glass bottle, wash it, and then squeegee it dry. So I think this was $6 or $8, and to be honest, I don't recommend it. I don't really let my kids play with it because I just found it becoming very frustrating. You can take the back of this off to obviously give it a clean. I think it's a great idea, but sometimes their stuff is great for the price, and other times I just think if I had just done a seal like this here, you just like twist and it opens. It's not like a screw one. If I had just put like a rubber seal and made it twist up, I could make it work. Anyway, the next thing I grabbed was these. They're 2 ice cube trays. They're like the silicone mold ones. I'm not going to use them though for ice cubes. Originally I thought these would be great. In summer I love an iced coffee and I make my own. Talk about it in a sec. And I thought these would be great, but I do know the cubes in here, they can be a little bit too big, and I tried it last year or the year before. It was the year before. I had some large ice cubes that I tried and it just didn't work that well. So I actually grabbed these. I am going to test making some homemade washing powder. Is it cheaper than the Coles one? I don't know. Is it more environmentally friendly than the Coles one? I don't know. Does it clean better than the Coles one? I got no idea. But I'm going to test it out, and I thought these would be great molds that once they're done and set, I can pop them out and I can put them into a container and I'll test them out for you. Today though, right now, I am going to be making, so I grabbed one of these here. This is just a classic Tupperware, like the Tupperware ice cube tray, and it has the lid, which I really like because it means I can put things on top of it in the freezer. And you know when you put things into the freezer sometimes, and if it doesn't have a lid, it picks up the smell of the stuff in your freezer. Just get the lid to go on properly. I don't like that, so I'm actually going to make coffee ice cubes into here. I wish this was silicone, but it obviously does twist, so I can like crack it and tip them out. And then what I do is I put them into a Ziploc bag in the freezer. That's okay, sweetheart. I don't think he ate it. Or what I might actually do is I am testing out, these are silicone Freezy bag, lunch bags I want to say. So I'm testing out these ones here, reusable silicone. I'm guessing more environmentally friendly than the Ziploc bags. I do reuse the Ziploc bags, so I'm testing these ones. These ones are from Kmart, and I have purchased all of this. I have purchased something similar in the cinchy pouches though. So you know the kids yogurt pouches I talk about all the time? You okay? You getting your brother a drink bottle? Should I fill it up for him? So you know the cinchy pouches I talk about all the time with the kids? Yeah, I know. They have reusable Ziploc bags in the same fabric. So I grabbed these in like this size or the one up, and I'm gonna test them out and just see. Now keep in mind, I do buy the Ziploc bags and I wash and reuse and wash and reuse, but I'm just testing out other options to try and give you options. But I'm gonna do a tray of coffee. So I've got a coffee machine over here. I just do like the espresso shot. I have 1 teaspoon of sugar in my coffee, so I'll do that. Fill up the cube tray, put it in the freezer. When these have set like the next day, I pop them all out, put them into a Ziploc bag, and because you've frozen them, freeze them, they don't like stick together in a hard ball. I can break them apart a bit easier. They will stick, but it's like when you've got like ice cubes sitting loosely in your freezer. If you've got like an ice, we've got like an ice tray in our freezer. So I'm gonna do that now. Okay, so I literally have my double shot, actually 4 lots of it, with a teaspoon of sugar. If you do like instant coffee, just do like your normal coffee, a little bit of water, because then when you want to make it into an iced coffee, you add your cold milk of choice and you know, it's done. The other thing I bought off Kmart was this. It's a collapsible funnel, and I thought it'd be really handy to have in the kitchen for things. My kids love to cook and explore and make things. I kind of thought it'd be handy for the kids, like yogurt pouches. Cinchies do sell something, but I think this was like $1 or $2, so I can just sit it in there, pour the liquid in. If you're making your homemade cleaning products, you could use this as well. I'm gonna attempt to fill up this ice cube tray using this. Probably a bit of a fail. Actually, I probably should use a jug to pour it into. I think I might do that actually. All right, so I have my jug with the coffee in it, and I'm gonna pour it into the cube trays. One thing I do find really handy, instead of pouring like low down and spilling it, I actually raise it up so I can actually pour from this height, and it makes it a bit more easy and accurate to pour into whatever mold you're working with. I don't know how much this is going to make, and I probably shouldn't overfill them because this will expand in the freezer as well.
I'll be your light.
Now, call me pedantic, but some of them have actually overfilled for my liking. I keep all of the children's syringes that come with the Diamidin, Panadol, Nurofen, because I find it really handy. The kids actually use them as toys. My son loves change color cars by Hot Wheels, and he uses this to change the colors with them and make patterns. So a little kitchen gadget. If you don't have children, ask a friend of yours that has children to keep one of the Panadol, Nurofen or Diamidin syringes that come with the medication. I find it really handy to have as a kitchen gadget. Can you see my organizational got the better of me, and I had to make sure everyone was filled? So I can now just take that down. I find that really handy filling up like bowls or sauce jugs. Get them higher off your bench, and then you can pour, and it is so much easier. Use a salad bowl, use some mugs, glasses, whatever it is. This is the kids' medicine container. Put it up high so when you're pouring, it just makes the job so much easier. I think these, I've had containers, ice cube trays like these before, and I do really like them. I do wish it was silicone. Why, I don't know though. Am I just being a bit of a, everything should be silicone? Okay, the lid's on, so that'll go into the freezer for a few days. It's really warming up here, so I'm finding if I need like a second coffee in the day, like I do today, but I haven't had one. An iced coffee is actually quite nice, and I'd like to know if you do make your own iced coffee, how you have it. I know Americans go crazy and they do like creams and cinnamon and all that kind of stuff. I just have like 4 or 5 ice cubes and some milk and scull it down. I've just let the beef cool down. I reckon I cooked that really slowly for an hour and a half. And it's really tender. So I do have to pull it apart. It is tender enough to pull apart. See how it's kind of just falling apart there? really nice. It's just salt, pepper, oil, and garlic. I was almost going to put in some tomato, tinned tomatoes, but I think I just wanted it really simple in flavour, and it's really nice. So I'm probably just going to pull that apart. These are really bad tongs to use. Pull that apart, container it up, and we might have that tomorrow night for dinner, or I might even have that for lunch tomorrow on a wrap or some salad. Alright, it's noisy and Kat is hungry. I'm gonna get dinner started. It's nothing fancy. I bought these a few weeks ago, maybe 3 or 4 grocery haul videos ago. They were half price. We obviously haven't used them yet, but I'm gonna pull them out tonight and make tortilla pockets, and I'm just going to fill them with salad and my pre-made mince, and that's going to be dinner tonight. I was going to do a gym workout, but it's actually really windy outside, and the kids are actually playing music in the lounge room. I could have gone into the garage, but anyway, I'm giving excuses. I'm gonna get dinner done. I'm not gonna really share it with you because I mean, it's just gonna be a bunch of salad stuffed into these things here. I will let you know in the next video because I've never had these before, what they're like. I actually just cut the packet open to see what they're like, and they're just like a wrap, like pre-wrapped for you. I sound super intelligent right now. Just like that. So I'm gonna make a salad up and we'll have dinner. And that is pretty much all I'm going to share with you guys today. This is not, I'm not going to call these videos a day in the life anymore. It is a YouTube word, it is a YouTube trending thing. I don't like it. I think it's incorrect to say a day in the life. You did not see me wake up. I've said this before. You have not seen my kids have tantrums. You have not seen the negotiation I have done. You have not seen me do cleaning that I haven't put on the camera. This is just things we have gotten up to today that I have shared with you. So please keep that in mind. This is not a day in the life. This is not a real day in the life. This is just me just sharing what we have gotten up to. You might think it is a day in the life, but trust me, there are plenty of things you have not seen. You also have not seen me fold all that washing sitting on that table. And for dinner, I'm literally going to shove it onto the floor because I vacuumed. You didn't see that in today's video. Feed the kids, bath the kids. Husband's home late tonight from work. While they're sitting down having quiet time, probably doing a puzzle tonight, I'm going to attempt to fold some of that washing. So that stuff you won't see. So that's part of a day in the life that doesn't get filmed. But anyway, that is the video. I'm going to go attend to my children, and I've got the cat and dog at my feet. They're playing with their iPads right now, and we will talk again soon, guys. Bye.